Assalamualaikum and good morning to all of you. So I will teach you guys in this video how to implement port security in a network. So if you refer to the lab sheet, you can see that there are two parts in the lab sheet, which is part one, talk about how to configure port security, and part two is how to disable unused port. However, in this video, I will only cover part one, which is configuring port security, because for part two is very simple implementation. So I think you can do it by yourself. So in the lecture, I explained about how port security is commonly used to mitigate many types of attacks in local area network. One of the attacks is MAC address table overflow attack. So by configuring port security, we can mitigate MAC address table overflow attack by limiting the number of MAC address that can be learned for each of the switch interface. So when we set the limit of MAC address that can be learned on the switch port, every time the number of MAC addresses exceed the set limit, so the administrator can define what are the actions to be taken for the ports, either to be restricted action or for the port to be shut down. So now let us look on how can we configure port security. So in this lab, we will focus on switch 1. Okay, switch 1. So what we will cover is two type of port security, which is port security MAC address sticky and port security static secure MAC address. All right. So in step 1, first we need to configure basic port security on all ports connected to host device. So you need to remember that to enable port security on a switch port that has been configured as an access port. So in step 1, we will implement, in first part is we will implement switch port port security on VLAN 10 first. Okay, VLAN 10. So you click on switch 1. Okay, so go to the user exec mode. All right, I enlarge the screen, terminal screen, and then we enter to the global configuration mode, config T, and go to the interface of VLAN 10, which is range from FA01 until 9. Okay. Okay. Or I could put it for okay, 9. And then I know that we have issued this command when you learn about VLAN previously in lab 2. Okay, but I just want to re-enter the command to ensure that all of the ports in VLAN 10 has been enabled with access mode. Okay, so with issue command switch port mode access. Okay, now the next thing that we need to do is we need to enable port security on the defined interface. So the command is switch port security, and then enter. So now port security has been enabled on port FA01 until 9. And then we can set the maximum number of secure MAC address to 2 for all of the interface range. So switch port security, and then maximum, and then put the value that you want to limit the number of MAC address that you want to limit on that particular port. So maximum 2 addresses. So the next thing is we need to set what are the violation mode, or what are the action to be taken if security violation is detected. So in this case, you have two options whether you want to choose restrict action or shut down action. So in this case, I will enter the shutdown action. Okay, so switch port, port security violation shutdown. Okay, so we are done for switch port security configuration. But the next step is I would like to set the all of the port as MAC address sticky. Okay, so the command is switch port MAC address sticky. Sorry, switch port security. Okay, I just use tab. Too long. MAC address sticky. Okay, so that's about it. However, there are one step that is very important when you set switch port MAC address sticky. Okay, so what are the difference between MAC address sticky, MAC address dynamic, and MAC address static? So for MAC address dynamic, ports, the MAC address will be learned in the runtime. It if you switch on your computer, every time you switch on your switch, sorry, every time you switch on your switch, so the address will not be saved in the MAC address table. Okay, now for MAC address static, so the MAC address will be permanently configured on the switch port. Okay, so we have another type which is MAC address sticky. So in MAC address sticky, the MAC address is learned dynamically. All right. So when you switch on your switch, and then you connect your PC or your device to the switch port, so you don't have to manually configure the MAC address. It will learn the MAC address when the device is connected. However, you if you save the configuration using copy run start, when you turn off your switch, then in the future when you turn on again, so the MAC address that has been dynamically learned will stick on the MAC address table. So you don't need to, the switch does not need to relearn again the MAC address. Okay, if the device connected to the port is the same device, right? So that's a different. Okay, so I hope that you can provide or distinguish between these three types of MAC address, which is MAC address sticky, MAC address dynamic, and also MAC address static. However, in MAC address sticky, you have to save the running configuration to startup configuration file. Otherwise, the configuration will be gone. Okay, it won't stick. The MAC address won't stick after you turn off and turn on again the switch. So what you have to do is you have to and then copy run start. So you need to save the configuration, okay, so that when you turn off the switch and turn on again, the dynamically learned MAC address will stick on the MAC address, okay, MAC address table. Now, so we can verify the port security configuration by using show port security, okay, address. Okay, so you can see that it's empty. So what you need to do is we have to ping. Okay, we have to let the switch to learn the MAC address. Right, so I actually forgot what are the IP address. Okay, let me ping from PC0 to PC1. So PC0 is 51, PC1 is 52. So let me ping 192.168.1.52. All right. So let us issue the show port security address command again, and you can see now, okay, in fast Ethernet 01 and fast Ethernet 02. So this MAC address has been configured with port security, and the type is secure sticky. All right. So at the first place, if you do not send any packet through the switch, you won't nothing will be shown on the secure MAC address table. Okay, only when you send a packet, so the switch will dynamically learn the MAC address and insert the MAC address, secure MAC address into the secure MAC address table. All right. So in the next part of the video, I will show how to configure um, a MAC address static type for port security.